I am definitely going to have to take the background out of this one. Hello and welcome to my channel. I probably look crazy. Oh well, we're not here to talk about what I look like. We're here to talk about multiple sclerosis and autoimmune diseases. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. Hello. Hello. I love you. I love you. Not really, that's weird. You could be a psycho. Don't have parasocial online relationships. I love everybody. I do have love for everybody. But do you deserve my unconditional love? I don't know. I don't know you. However, I do wish you the best. Enough with the echo. Echo. What did we learn last week about MS? Class, do you remember? Why am I talking to you guys? You are my students. We are learning together. Oh dear me. I lost my place, kids. But I'm just going to read what I see right now. We talked about how there's no cure for MS. Here's some strategies for ending MS. And this is an article. I will definitely have it linked in this video. Ending multiple sclerosis means preventing MS altogether. So we would have to prevent it first. It means no one will ever again have to hear the words, "you have MS." Here's the strategies for ending MS. Scientists believe that MS occurs when people with the right mix of genes are exposed to some trigger in the environment. They believe that we can end MS by focusing on the genes and the triggers behind this disease. Researchers are looking at strategies for ending MS for everyone and at strategies specifically for people with a higher risk of getting MS. That's good. Preventing exposure to risk factors. Researchers on the END pathway seek to eliminate everyone's exposure to known risk factors among them. END pathway refers to the research objective of preventing new cases of MS or ending MS through prevention. Just want to let you guys know because I wasn't sure. Researchers on the END pathway seek to eliminate everyone's exposure to known risk factors. Among them are metabolic factors such as being overweight in adolescence, low levels of vitamin D, pollutants such as cigarette smoke, exposure to the Epstein-Barr virus, EBV. Ending MS for people at high risk. Researchers want to find ways to prevent MS for people at higher risk of getting MS in the earliest stages. In addition to addressing the modifiable risk factors above, they are also looking at genetic factors. Higher risk groups include first-degree relatives of those with MS. Those are parents, siblings, and children. Me, because my mom has it, and then my children. Wow, that just made my stomach flip. Researchers are looking for ways to identify MS in this group before they have any symptoms. That way they can receive treatment and never develop MS in the first place. That's what scares me, because I get tested every year. I had endometriosis for 5 years and it was awful. So I had surgery in October and had a hysterectomy. My mom also had endometriosis. My mom also has multiple sclerosis. I have a seizure disorder. Seizures are a part of MS as well. But I don't have anything in my blood test or urine test or brain scans that show anything like MS. Thank goodness. I just hope it stays that way. Let's talk about the Epstein-Barr virus. This is an article with the same website I'm on. It's the National MS Society website. Researchers at Harvard and their collaborators report on a study published in Science that provides the strongest evidence to date that the Epstein-Barr virus, EBV, is a trigger for multiple sclerosis. This study does not address the question of whether EBV is involved in ongoing disease activity in people who already have MS. Taking advantage of a series of blood samples from more than 10 million military personnel, the research team demonstrated that EBV infection precedes both the symptoms of MS and nervous system damage, and that becoming infected significantly increases the risk for developing MS in susceptible individuals whose genetic background, environment, and lifestyle increases their risk for getting MS. Quote, "This is an impressive study from a highly regarded research group that strengthens the scientific consensus that infection with Epstein-Barr virus is a trigger for MS," unquote, noted Dr. Bruce Bebo, B-E-B-O, Executive Vice President of Research for the National MS Society. Development of Epstein-Barr virus vaccines is underway, and once one is proven safe and effective, it should be tested with haste in people at high risk for MS. Wow. Why is it called the Epstein-Barr? National MS Society invested in this study as part of its ongoing research commitment to ending MS. Here is the background of EBV. EBV, the Epstein-Barr virus, is spread primarily through contact with infected saliva. It is very common, and most people are infected by it, generally without harm in childhood. Wow. In adolescence and adulthood, it can cause infectious mononucleosis, a disease that increases the risk of later developing MS. Is that mono? The virus stays in the body throughout a person's lifetime and has been linked to certain cancers and autoimmune diseases. There is currently no treatment that can eliminate the virus from a person's system. Okay, the Epstein-Barr virus is a leading trigger of MS, but it does not act alone. The research suggests that MS is caused by a combination of genetic and environmental factors. So this virus is not likely to act alone, but may trigger MS in some people. We don't know yet if it causes relapses or influences the MS disease course, the virus, Epstein-Barr virus. And currently there's no way to avoid infection of the EBV. The EBV virus is easily passed between people because it's through your saliva. It is possible in the future that we could have a vaccine for EBV, but we know that this virus does not act alone, but rather in combination with other risk factors such as a person's genes and environment. In addition to the possibility of an EBV vaccine, researchers are working on ways to calibrate any individual's personal risk for developing MS to provide a possible rationale for intervening before it takes hold. Wow, this is crazy. And why is it Epstein? I'm going to finish off with this. They have a little section that says about multiple sclerosis, so we'll wrap up with that. Multiple sclerosis is an unpredictable disease of the central nervous system. Currently, there is no cure. Symptoms vary from person to person and may include disabling fatigue, mobility changes, cognitive changes, vision issues. An estimated 1 million people live with MS in the United States, and early diagnosis and treatment are critical to minimize disability. Significant progress is being made to achieve a world free of MS. Doubtful. The sweetest thing is happening right now. My husband is taking my boys to Walmart to exchange birthday presents. It's really cute that they are all going together. About multiple sclerosis. Did I already read that? I don't know. We'll finish up the video with this. The about multiple sclerosis, and then the Multiple Sclerosis Society, which is where I have been reading all this information. So multiple sclerosis is an unpredictable disease of the central nervous system. Currently, there is no cure. Symptoms can vary from person to person and may include disabling fatigue, mobility challenges, cognitive changes, and vision issues. Much more than that actually it causes. An estimated 1 million people live with MS in the United States. Early diagnosis and treatment are critical to minimize disability. Significant progress is being made to achieve a world free of MS. Sounds like if we can get this vaccine for EBV, the Epstein-Barr virus, we could probably have a world free of MS. So the National MS Society was founded in 1946. It is a global leader of growing movement dedicated to creating a world free of MS. The society funds cutting-edge research for a cure, drives change through advocacy and provides programs and services to help people affected by MS live their best lives. That is cool. All right, I will leave these links. They have all their links to this website, to their Facebook, their Twitter or X, Instagram, and YouTube, and there's a phone number you can call. Cool. All right. You can donate through this website as well. I believe this is the one I usually donate through on my birthday on Facebook every year. This is a good one to donate to. So I hope that you guys learned something today. I know I did. I had no idea about the Epstein-Barr virus and it triggering MS. It could be a cause for it. And I'm going to ask Google why they call it the Epstein-Barr. It's named after its discoverers, Anthony Epstein and Yvonne Barr. Okay. So Epstein and Barr were researchers who identified the virus in 1964 while studying Burkitt's lymphoma, a type of cancer. The virus was named after them in recognition of their contribution to its discovery. EBV is a common virus that can cause infections like mono or the kissing disease. All right, guys. I hope that you learned something. I know I did, and I know I already said that, but whatever. That's okay. I'm going to try and edit this today and get it out to you today. I hope you have a good one, and I hope that you're feeling good. I hope that you've been drinking your water, getting outside, getting that sunshine. It's so important. Vitamin D is so important. That makes you happy. That's the happy vitamin. Maybe sunshine is the cure to MS. Who knows, right? I don't. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope that you will consider subscribing and liking the video. If you did like it, comment if you want. If you have any questions, go ahead and sound off down there in the comment section. I am pretty new at this. I'm definitely new when it comes to talking about these kinds of things. It does make me kind of nervous because I don't want to, I don't know, I want everyone to know that you're loved, but I want everyone to understand, like, there are diseases and things out there that are invisible, and somebody could be struggling and you have no idea and you were just rude to them, so it's just, I want you guys to be, I want everyone to be more aware and more loving and more kind and more accepting of others. Yeah, so you guys have a good one. Like I said, please, if you like this content or if you just want to support my channel, subscribing is a free way to do that. So if you could, that would be cool. If you don't want to, it's cool. I get it. I'm kind of boring. I don't know what I'm doing here. So y'all have a good one. Bye. I don't even know where to look for the camera. Like, where am I looking? I'm filming on my iPhone.